Good morning. Thank you for joining me here this morning for a morning mindfulness practice. Today, the invitation is to a mindful movement practice. Really, this is just another door into the room of awareness, another way in which we can inhabit this mode of just being. Another aspect of life to bring this orientation of friendly and non-judgmental awareness. If for any reason movement doesn't feel right for you this morning, please listen to your own intuitions over any guidance that I suggest. You might choose to stay still, sitting or standing or lying, or to adapt the movements as feels right for you, to do some and not others. You always have those choices, whatever my guidance may be. Because mindful movement is just another opportunity, another way to practice this orientation that is mindfulness. It means that we're not really trying to get anywhere with it. So we don't have to try and stretch further or hold for longer. We're not trying to become stronger or more flexible as we do it. But instead just being with the body in movement, as we might in stillness too. Perhaps easing up to our limits without needing to push beyond them. So if it feels okay for you, coming to a standing posture now, making your own choice either way. If you are standing, perhaps allowing the feet to be about hip width apart, the knees slightly soft and unlocked, the spine relatively straight, shoulders upright and relaxed, and the head and neck aligned with the spine. Eyes open if you like, eyes closed if you like. Perhaps the upright and relaxed posture of the shoulders embodies the whole orientation here. That combination of ease and attentiveness. Not trying to be anywhere else or change things for now. Easeful in that sense, but also awake. Sense of brightness too, with the ease. Inviting these qualities as best you can without trying too hard to generate them. Perhaps bringing awareness now to the crown of the head. In your own time, from the crown of the head, moving the awareness over the scalp, down to the back of the neck, the ears at the sides, forehead at the front. And then moving the awareness down across the face. And then into the neck. Sensing what's here. Opening to receive any sensations. And if there are none at all, then just registering a blank. Moving across the shoulders now, down the arms, at the surface and beneath, past the elbows and forearms, into the hands, fingers, fingertips. And then from the shoulders once again, down the torso, front and back, scanning with the awareness, collarbones, shoulder bones, rib cage. If it feels okay, then including the heart and the lungs beneath. How is it in the heart right now? And continuing to scan down through the solar plexus into the lower half of the torso, front and back. The pelvis, the hips, the buttocks, genitals, and into the thighs. Perhaps noticing if the mind is looking for a special experience. Smiling at this natural inclination if you observe it. And seeing if it's possible simply to attend to what's here. However strong or subtle, normal or special it may appear. As you move down into the knees, the lower legs, the ankles, and then allowing awareness to rest with the feet. As best you can, filling the feet with awareness. As always, there may be other sensations in the body, around you. There may be thoughts and emotions. We can allow these to be here as far as possible. Just turn towards the feet. Shine the spotlight of attention here. Perhaps opening the eyes now if they've been closed. Bringing attention to the contact between the soles of the feet and the floor. And in your own time now, keeping the body relatively straight, leaning forwards ever so slightly so that the fronts of the feet felt pressing into the floor as you lean forwards. Noticing the tension in the feet, perhaps in the lower legs too. And then in your own time, leaning backwards, keeping the body relatively straight, and noticing how the heels press into the floor. Perhaps tension in the fronts of the legs to keep you balanced. And then leaning forwards again and feeling the pressure in the fronts of the feet, toes pressing into the floor. And then backwards, the heels. In your own time, leaning forwards and backwards. Noticing the movement from balance to imbalance and back again. Perhaps life is a little like this. And breathing as you move, as you rock in your own time, either slowly or quickly feels right. And then when you're ready, coming back to balance centrally. Maybe closing the eyes once again and seeing how it is to be still. To feel the parts of the soles of the feet that are in contact with the floor. To allow the weight to be spread evenly as far as possible. As you next breathe out, letting go of the soles of the feet in awareness. And with the next in-breath, breathing the awareness back up the body. Through the legs, through the torso, perhaps through the arms as well. So that in not too long a time, your awareness can arrive back at the crown of the head. We'll do some neck rolls now. Eyes open or closed is okay. If it feels okay for your neck, then bringing the chin to the chest. And then the left ear over the left shoulder, leaving the left shoulder passive and bringing the ear as close to it as feels comfortable. And then bringing the head to the back of the body, looking upwards. And then the right ear over the right shoulder, leaving the right shoulder relaxed and still. And then bringing the chin back to the chest. So circling the head through these 4 movements in your own time. As best you can, tuning into the sensations in the neck as you do. The stretch of the muscle, perhaps some heat, perhaps some tingling. Easing up to your limits without needing to push beyond them. And then at some point changing the direction of this circular motion. And then allowing the head to come back to a central position. Breathing here. observing what sensations remain in the neck and anywhere else. Just dropping back into this standing posture, the mountain pose. Feeling the sense of groundedness in the soles of the feet. Perhaps also the sense of uplift, of height through the spine and the neck and the head. Again, this combination of rootedness and openness, steady and bright. Opening to this to whatever extent it is here. Sometimes more, sometimes less. That's okay. And perhaps opening the eyes now if they've been closed. Bringing attention into the arms, hanging passively from the shoulders. With the next in-breath, allowing the arms to drift up to the sides. Just to the horizontal for now, noticing the muscle tension that holds them here. Perhaps stretching the fingers slightly and feeling the contact with the air, with clothing. And as you next breathe in, allowing the arms to come up a little further, maybe to the vertical, maybe not, just as far as they'll go is okay. And then looking upwards at the hands, and with the next out breath, easing the fingertips upwards slightly. And feeling the stretch down the arms, in the neck, front and back. And down the sides of the body too, perhaps. And then as you breathe out, bringing the head back to a central position, but leaving the arms upright. Linking the thumbs together. Breathing, feeling the rise and fall of the shoulders as you do. And as you next breathe out, with the head between the arms, leaning over to the left, so that the head hangs over the left hip, feeling the stretch in the right arm and the right side of the body, and the left foot pressing into the ground. And in your own time coming back, breathing in this central position, and then leaning over to the right. Feeling a stretch in the left arm, the left side of the body. And coming back to a central position. And as you next breathe out, unlocking the thumbs and slowly allowing the arms to drift back down to the sides. Maybe closing the eyes now. Sensing what's here. How is it in the body? not a question that needs to be answered verbally, but felt as best you can. Simply being with awareness. Nowhere to get to other than where you already are. If it's helpful, you might imagine the attention dropping beneath the waves of thought, emotion, into the calmer waters beneath. Perhaps allowing the intention to form of moving from standing, if you have been, to a sitting or lying posture. Seeing if it's possible to make this transition with full awareness. The body knowing what to do, just letting it do its thing. So I'm moving now to come back to a sitting position. So thank you for being here and practicing together this morning. I'll be back at the same time on Monday, but I have the intention at this point to, in time, move these morning sessions from YouTube to Zoom. That won't happen immediately, but I share that intention with you now because I'll have a think a little bit more about it over the weekend and hopefully have some more information for you over the days to come. For now, wishing you a good day and a good weekend. Thank you once more.